Have you ever saved and reunited someone's family before? Because what I'm gonna actually open to you today is gonna be that time I helped an elderly woman. Hello, everyone. My name is Jonathan Aquino, and I help teach the next generation. And I just wanted to go over the story because thinking back on it, it was such a crazy night trying to help this woman and all the other external factors as well that I'll mention. So let's give some context. So this happened around November, December time, and I, with my friend, were volunteering for a tree lot where I don't know if you've seen them, but there's like a bunch of Christmas trees and other ornaments and stuff that are out, and they have to be sold by a specific time. And I was helping do all that stuff. And on this particular day, it was going well. I was there for like the whole day from 10 to 8 selling trees. And on this day, there was a woman that was kind of wandering the area a bit where we were in this shopping area, shopping center. She was kind of wandering. We knew she didn't want to buy, but she was just kind of sticking around. So it was a bit odd. And so we didn't think too much of it. And so we continued to work. Then it gets dark. I want to say, since it is early, it's probably like 4 or 5 p.m. There's still like 3 hours to go. And man, okay, so this started really great. So about 20 minutes before all of this went down, what I'm about to mention, I cut my finger, my index finger, with an X-Acto knife, just trying to cut some of the zip ties on trees to kind of open them out to look more presentable for families to purchase. I cut my fucking finger with the X-Acto knife, and it cut deep. So I'm gushing blood from my finger. And at this time, I'm trying to figure out, okay, where are the band-aids at so I could just have something that like hold it just so it stops bleeding. And by the way, for the rest of the time, it didn't, and I'll mention this, but it didn't stop bleeding the entire time. It like the band-aid was still pouring blood. It was that bad. I'm fine now, but like Jesus, there was a lot of blood everywhere. As I'm trying to figure out this issue of my finger, one of the older people helping run the place goes, "Hey, do you speak Spanish? Alfred mentioned you speak Spanish. We have this woman who we're trying to figure out what she's doing." And as it turns out, the same woman had kind of stayed in the trailer that we had for this thing. She just stayed in there, and no one could understand what she was saying because I was working with, I think it was the only person of color. No, there was others, but I was the only Hispanic, so I was the only one who could speak Spanish. So what be me? So I think you need to understand this image right now of where this goes. So there's the woman in front of me that no one understands except me. There's me where I'm holding my hand like this because they're still bleeding. I'm trying to get it to stop bleeding. And then there's another woman to me worrying that I might just bleed out and pass out because she's terrible with blood. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a great time. And so I'm trying to ask her questions, where are you from, da 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 da, and all this stuff. And then something that I found out later on when all this was done was that the son had mentioned that she had dementia. I didn't know this, but I had a feeling that she did have dementia because she was having trouble remembering a lot of stuff and giving me short sentences. So that when they told me, it confirmed it. And I kid you not, it took hours to figure out what was going on. She was very nice, I will say. She was absolutely very nice. And it was very, having a conversation with her, it was pretty funny because I'd ask her, where are you from? And she goes, she just shake her head the whole time, which is pretty funny. But eventually we got to the bottom of this. So she had her like purse and stuff. She had an iPad, and we figured out how to contact. And then I contacted the person, the son, and his boss trying to find him. And yeah, man, it was a little crazy because there's like obviously it sounds like nothing much happened, but you have to understand, I'm the only one who could speak with her. Everyone else in the whole thing, there's like 10 people working this thing right now. Everyone else is reading. I was like, what do we do? And I'm the only one who can understand what to do, because I can speak to everyone and I can speak to the woman. Like the police showed up and was like, okay, so like apparently like she's done this before. Like I'll get to it in a second. Finally, the boss and the son comes in and we reunite the family. And as it turned out, the son and I had the same name. So when I was asking her before I grabbed her iPad, she was going, Jonathan. It's like, how do you know my name? And I was very, very confused. I don't think I had my name tag on at the time, because normally I would, but I think I was so busy trying to figure out the blood thing that I just put everything away. So I just wanted to focus on that. So I was confused on how she knew my name. And then I got to the iPad, found the contact that we needed, and it was me. It was my name. I was like, so her son is also Jonathan, as it turned out, huh? So that was pretty funny to figure out. But we get the call, they come in, and then the boss kind of explains. So she has dementia, and we have tried to like keep her at home, but she somehow gets out all the time. We have so many different locks, there's so many different ways to keeping her in, and she continuously like gets out. And we don't know how she does it. And what was disheartening to hear is like she has like, I think she had 3 or 4 kids, and only, Jonathan was the only one who like truly cared for her, because the others like didn't really give a shit. They were trying to tell him, hey, can you watch Oprah? And they would just go, sure, whatever, and they never did. So it was very disheartening to hear that. But seeing someone with my name, respect to you, trying this damnedest to like provide for her and take care of her, was definitely nice. We reunited them, and it was pretty late at night, and it was a great story to tell. Honestly, this is something like, looking back on, I have like a personal attachment with nowadays. I mean, if this happens all the time, a family's just kept apart, and I helped kind of reunite, that family again for a bit, and that was very nice. And in terms of personal attachment, she's not, I don't know what aunt, not aunt, right? I don't know how she's related to me. Personally, I never figured that out. I always just called her my grandma, but she's not, because my grandma's in El Salvador. Anyway, I have someone that lives with us that I have like that same kind of connection with, where she's like really elderly as well. I think she's getting to 70 pretty soon. And I always try to be nice, try to, appreciate the time I have left with her and all that. So thinking on it, it was very nice that I did that for her, because I would do the exact same thing for mine. If there's any action step that you can take from this video, it's to, build your business, do all this stuff, grind, be a man, be masculine, all this stuff. But truly, just be kind. You might save someone's life. If the people hadn't like kept her in the trailer, and I hadn't been there, who knows what would have happened? We probably wouldn't have figured it out, like what was gonna go on with her, because the police showed up, so they probably would have taken her to like a shelter or something, and then the someone had to gone there, and I wouldn't know I wouldn't want to imagine how that would have gone. But I was there, and I was able to help. Be kind to everyone, even to those who are assholes and all that. What are they gonna do? Like, I mean, I'd rather be kind than be a dickhead all the time to those that like matter to me. That's just my 2 cents on that. It's just be nice and just try your best to be nice. So, I mean, that's all I've got for you today. I just wanted to kind of reminisce on this story a little bit, because I haven't really talked about it, and I really wanted to, because it means a lot to me, this story of helping an elderly woman and reunite a family. So, with that, take care.